Colombia's President Gustavo Petro has met with Donald Trump at the White House in an attempt to defuse months of tensions. Petro said they discussed exporting Venezuelan gas through Colombia, anti-drug cooperation and strains with Ecuador. Both leaders hailed the meeting as very positive. And this shift in tone comes just weeks after Trump threatened Colombia with military action, accusing Petro of pumping cocaine into the U.S. And Petro, for his part, has criticized the capture of Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro by American forces. Now, the Colombian president later gave more details about his meeting with the U.S. president during a press conference at the Colombian embassy. Here's some of what he had to say.
We may be very different in terms of our historic and societal backgrounds. But what brings us together is freedom. And that is where our conversation began. We can make a pact for freedom. We can make a pact for life. Life and freedom go hand in hand today. And we can come together on these two issues. That's why we looked at how to revive Venezuela. Not simply by lamenting what happened there, which is serious, but rather how Venezuela can be revived with the help of Colombia, its neighbor. What will the role of the United States be there? For example, should it lift sanctions?
DW correspondent Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber in Washington, D.C. was at that press conference with the Colombian president, and I asked him if anything concrete came out of Gustavo Petro's meeting with Trump.
And it's not just the Colombian president who sounds quite positive, even from President Trump, and it's so remarkable to listen to the US president now referring to his Colombian counterpart as, quote, terrific, when only recently he called Petro a sick man. He accused him without offering any evidence of being an illegal drug leader, and on the other side seeing Petro, who's a vocal critic of the US president today, coming out of the White House with a red MAGA hat, praising this conversation. Petro even posted a picture of this hat showing that he added an S to America, changing the meaning to making the Americas as a continent great again, in reference to Trump's main campaign slogan. But apart from this, you could say maybe surprising turn in this relationship, there are not so many details on the topics that they discussed during this lengthy meeting in the White House. We only know that there might be a possible involvement by Washington in mediating between Colombia and Ecuador, but there are many questions that still remain, especially on what they spoke about, one of Colombia's neighbors, Venezuela, and the new relationship between Caracas and Washington.
You mentioned there being not much detail that we know, but also the meeting was rather low-key compared to others when other foreign leaders have visited. Do we know why this was this way?
So there was some speculation that this trading of insults between both leaders could lead to a repeat of this kind of a shouting match altercation that unfolded in the Oval Office between Trump and the Ukrainian President Zelensky. So not opening the meeting to the press might have actually helped here. That he used the side entrance was due to the fact that this meeting was classified as a simple visit, so not the usual reception reserved for heads of states on official visits, but this deteriorating relationship between both countries that has been ongoing for a while made many believe if this meeting would actually take place. And also what was quite interesting in this press conference that we attended and that you mentioned there was that Petro actually did not went ahead with this announcement that he made to pause intelligence sharing with the United States. So there might be some additional steps to the normalization between both countries on that front too.
DW's Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber, thank you for that update.